evening, everybody. Well, I want to welcome you all to the 2022 Lauderhill Fire Department Awards and Recognition Ceremony. I want to thank you all for coming. We have a special night planned for you. I can't see you anymore, but that's a good thing. So again, thank you. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise. All uniformed personnel to please put your lids on, and we're going to stay right for the presentation of colors, and after the presentation of colors, I'm going to ask you to remain standing for the invocation. The presentation of colors will be done by the Lauderhill Fire Department and Police Department Honor Guards, along with the Black Pearl Pipes and Drums. Personnel, present arms. Our national anthem is going to be sung by members of the Parkway Middle School Performing Arts Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming.
And the rockets reclaim the purple singing, oh, gave food to the night, that the flag was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled and I for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're up next. It's going to be the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All uniformed personnel, order, arms. Please remain standing for the invocation by firefighter chaplain James Richards.
Good evening, family. I want to thank you personally for taking care of my loved ones when they go home. Truly, that is the job greater than a firefighter, being a family and a loved one to a firefighter. Let us pray. Almighty Creator, we are here from many walks of life, yet we here now in unity, for we have the same goals. We are grateful for this opportunity to acknowledge and thank those who will be honored here tonight. First, their dedication to the ideals of Lauderhill Fire Rescue, and second, for the personal sacrifice made to bring those ideals to many others. We humbly ask to receive wisdom, vision, and courage to those who lead, guide, and provide the greatest level of service to the citizens and visitors of Lauderhill. May your light abide and strengthen all of us in the coming year. May the knowledge and skills we have gained be effective in providing and promoting safety. Is unto your gracious protection and mercy that we commit ourselves, our families, and our community, now and forever. We ask in all faith's name, amen.
So ladies and gentlemen, I promised you a special night tonight, and we have something special and planned for you, a little bit out of the norm for our award ceremony. Without further ado, I would like to introduce your MC, Master of Ceremonies tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party has just begun. These people, I wish I could dance like that. Gee, it must be great.
I'm not breakdancing. We're not breakdancing. Hello. I'm just going to use this. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Welcome to the 72nd annual Lauderhill Awards and Recognition Ceremony. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this annual Awards and Recognition Ceremony. Again, my name is BJ Smith. I got to catch my breath. With the jacket and the shirt and my Spanx, I cannot breathe up here. And the lights, anybody feel like they're about to have a seizure? Good place to have one, right? Okay. All right. So this was created to recognize the men and women who serve our community and to recognize individual employees and their crews who perform acts of bravery, service, and who have demonstrated excellence in the workplace. Annually, the award nominations are sent out to all of our personnel at the fire department. And they all have the ability to nominate their peers for the various categories. So based on this year, look to your left, look to your right. That one person next to you might be the reason why you're here getting that award tonight. We didn't get a lot of turnout votes on that. And I wanted to thank the administration for making sure that we had this on C shift, as they were probably a little worried that I might not show up on time tonight. I was late. All right, and now with the introduction of our fire department staff, or as we like to call them, our royal family. First up, Fire Chief Robert Torres. Next, we have Deputy Fire Chief Jeff Levy. Assistant Fire Chief Jerry Gonzalez. Batting cleanup, we have Division Fire Chief Ryan Hicks. Division Fire Chief Ryan Gabner. Assistant Fire Marshal Matthew Newman. Battalion Chief Reardon. Battalion Chief Hill. Battalion Chief Christopher Mazzi. And last but finally not least, our Medical Director, Dr. Paley. Now, if you please accept, Fire Chief Torres is going to provide some opening remarks. I don't know if you want to use that or this. Whatever you need. Go for it.
Good evening. Well, how can I follow BJ? I mean, I had no idea. Tonight we come together to celebrate and recognize members of the fire department who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. But before we start, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Mayor Ken Thurston, Vice Mayor Saray Martin, Commissioner Melissa Dunn, Commissioner Denise Grant, Commissioner Lawrence Jabo Martin, our City Manager Desiree Giles Smith, Deputy City Manager Kenny Hobbs, Local 3080, Homeowner Association Presidents here tonight and that will not be able to make it tonight, and all members of our community who continuously support the fire department's mission. Tonight we will honor humble firefighters, compassionate firefighters, committed firefighters. These firefighters are not here for the accolades, the attention. They just probably want to serve our community. In 2022, the Lauderhill Fire Department has already responded to more than 14,500 calls for service. We're one of the busiest fire departments in the county by capita. But those numbers have not been our only remarkable accomplishments this year. The training division, led by Lieutenant Joseph Panzak, has logged more than 34,200 training hours. The Inspections Bureau, led by Assistant Fire Marshal Newman, has conducted more than 2,100 annual inspections. Our Rescue Division, led by Assistant Fire Chief Jerry Gonzalez, has transported more than 9,300 patients to local hospital. And with that, I'd like to read a quote by General Colin Powell that says, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." I have to say that hard work, preparation, and learning from the past has paid off to the Lauderhill Fire Rescue Department this year. On October 31st, 2022, I received an incredible notification. I received the news that after a very detailed and meticulous review of training files, apparatuses, staffing, response times, and the city's water system capabilities, we had achieved the highest ranking classification from the Insurance Services Organization, also known as ISO. Out of 40,000 fire departments that were evaluated by ISO, only 474 are rated ISO Class 1. That's only 1.2% of the departments in the country. Let me say that one more time. That's only 1.2% of the fire departments in the country. Which means that we're now part of an elite group. These historical accomplishments were possible through the commitment, resiliency, perseverance, and dedication of the men and women of the Lauderhill Fire Department. Thank you, and let's enjoy this amazing event.
Thank you, Chief Torres. Before we go any further, we'll go a little off script here tonight, here and there. This whole event, all of these gentlemen being here, all of you being here with your friends, family, loved ones, not so loved ones, this wouldn't be possible if it, for the most part, if it wasn't for one special person in this department. And I need everyone to give you the best round of applause you can for our own driver engineer, Kristen LaPera. She's a woman of many words. All right, on to the next. I'd like to welcome our dignitaries. Mayor Ken Thurston, Vice Mayor Martin, please, round of applause, by all means. Commissioner Melissa Dunn, Commissioner Denise Grant, Commissioner Martin, and City Manager Desiree Giles-Smith. People, these are our elected officials. This is as good as we can do. Thank you. They worked hard for this. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go through that list again. And I'd like to, each person I call up, come up from the left side of the stage and speak a few words to you fine people. Mayor Ken Thurston. Is not in attendance tonight. Vice Mayor is not here as well. We wish them all the best in their endeavors on whatever they're doing in this moment. Commissioner Dunn is here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Listen, that entrance. Oh my goodness, you made me tired with all that dancing. I love it. I love it. I just want to say thank you so much for all of your hard work. I am clear that the health of our community depends on you. You take 14,000 calls, Chief? That's tremendous. And every day you all put your life on the line for us. So on behalf of all of the residents of the city of Lauderhill, I want to say thank you. And I especially want to say thank you to the families. I know that you make sacrifices for us. And oftentimes, I'm assuming that sometimes your family member may come home from work and they're stressed. And it's up to you to kind of create a certain energy that relaxes them so they can come out and do it again. And I'm sure it sometimes is not easy. So for family members, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And congratulations to all that's being recognized today. Be well.
Commissioner Jabbo Martin.
Good evening, everyone. I want to start out by saying, Lieutenant Smith, it's on, buddy. I'm the dancing guy from the commission. I thought we had Magic Mike coming out, so I didn't know what to expect there, but that was a heck of an entrance. I'll just echo a lot of what my fellow Commissioner Dunn just said. Thank you to the families. Our first responders, we tell y'all every opportunity, every chance we get how proud proud of you we are, and what a heck of a job you do. And it's one thing hearing it from us, but it's another thing when we hear it from the community. The hospitals that you service are constantly bragging about the professionalism and the response that they get from our fire department, our rescue, and that speaks volumes when it comes back from the community. So Chief, to you and your administration, I say job well done. Keep up the good work. I'm really excited about these new recruits because I see the hunger in their eyes and the wanting to get out there and do what they do. So to all those that are training our new firefighters and rescue operators to be the best that they can be, thumbs up to you. And again, City of Lauderhill is number one, will be number one, and we'll continue to support you as you are. Thank you very much.
No. Yes, exactly. And without further ado, our city manager, Desiree Giles-Smith.
Thank you all so much for coming here tonight and not thinking it robbery to come and celebrate our fire department. I just want to say Chief Torres and his entire staff and each and every one of you are an important and integral part of the city of Lauderhill. You help provide rescue and fire services to our community that are completely invaluable. So I appreciate each and every one and your dedication to the city of Lauderhill. You help make Lauderhill great. Thank you so much.
Please, one more round of applause for our city officials. At this time, I'd like to welcome all city staff that might be in attendance tonight and thank them for attending, as well as all of our Homeowners Association presidents who might be in attendance. Please, a round of applause for them.
I'm sitting back on my chair and I couldn't hold myself but to also recognize my other partner, our police chief, Constance Stanley. Chief Stanley, where you at? There she is, my partner in crime, along with a couple of other members of her staff, our city attorney, Earl Hall, assistant attorney, Angel Rosenberg. I think I saw one of our assistant directors of HR, Andrea Javier. And any other member of our department heads, co-workers, members, family of the city of Lauderhill. Welcome.
And now I'll give you Deputy Fire Chief Levy.
I don't know how I follow any of that, but thank you, BJ. So the Lauderhill Fire Department is committed to the safety of its citizens and to the protection of life, property, and environment. Our objective is to provide superior, professional, courteous, and cost-effective service through the dedication, skill, and abilities of our membership. This is the mission statement of the Lauderhill Fire Department. The annual awards and recognition ceremony was created to recognize those who have placed others above self and answer the call for help of their fellow citizens. This past year has shown the dedication of all of our members to serve the public, even when dangers were unknown. While I know most of you will say they were just doing their job, but someone took the time to submit your names and your fellow coworkers felt the recognition was warranted based on your actions. To those receiving awards tonight, be proud of your work. Be proud of your dedication and selflessness, and I'm sure your family will be proud of you and your actions as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize all the fire department retirees who have joined us tonight. I saw a few. If you are here, I can't see you, but please, if the Lauderhill Fire retirees would please stand and give them a round of applause for our Lauderhill Fire Department retirees. I would also like to recognize our fire department administrative staff. We couldn't have done this without them. Two of the three are here, and I'd like to have them come out and a round of applause for Miss Patricia Stevenson and India Gosian. Come wave. they're shy. And again, BJ already said it, but we could not have done this event without Kristen LaPera. This entire thing was choreographed by her, and everything that was arranged was done by Kristen. So one more time, a round of applause for Kristen. You want to come up and talk? It says on here, the MC is going to take the mic back. Thank you.
All right, next we'd like to recognize our community partners. Without our community partners, we would not be able to function efficiently. Our community partners provide various different types of services to the Lauderhill Fire Department. We would like to thank all of our community partners for being there for us. When your name is called or the partnership that you represent with us, please proceed to the stage by using the left side walkway and exit by using the right side walkway. Florida Medical Center. Even though FMC resides in Lauderdale Lakes, we consider them our hometown hospital. This year, more now than ever, they have proven that they are committed to the service and needs of the city of Lauderhill, and for that, we are extremely grateful. Next, we have South Florida Rehab and Emergency Support Team. The canteen is always there to assist the Lauderhill Fire Department with on-scene rehab and support. The men and women of the canteen are all volunteers who respond to fire rescue and law enforcement incidents across Broward and Palm Beach counties. Next, we have Westway Towing. Westway is a towing partner for the city of Lauderhill. Westway is always there when we need them, from towing our trucks to donating vehicles for extrications, as well as contributing each year to the city of Lauderhill Toy Drive. PetSmart of Lauderhill. Each year for the past few years, PetSmart and Lauderhill and Plantation provide dozens of stuffed animal toys to the City of Lauderhill toy giveaway. In fact, all of the kids in the audience were given one of these stuffed animal toys. Are there any kids who didn't get a stuffed animal? Which one? All right. All right. See me after the show, both of you. I'm going to get you one. All right, next we like a special recognition of our community projects. Could I please have Earl Hall, our city attorney, please come up to the stage? Now we'd like to recognize someone special to the fire department, someone we feel is a member of the Lauderhill Fire Department family. And this is Earl Hall, City Attorney for the City of Lauderhill, who is retiring at the end of this month. Yes, give him a round of applause for that. I would like to read an excerpt from the proclamation that the City Commission presented to Earl, proclaiming November 14th, 2022 as Earl Hall Day in the City of Lauderhill. Earl Hall's relationship with the City of Lauderhill spans his entire life, as he is a proud, lifelong Lauderhill resident. In 1997, he was designated as the City Attorney for the City of Lauderhill. City Attorney Hall has presided in over 500 commission meetings, drafted approximately 7,000 resolutions and 2,000 ordinances. Earl has been instrumental in all of the large purchases for the fire department, to include the construction of all of our fire stations, the purchasing of all of our apparatus and vehicles, just to name a few. During Earl's years of dedicated service, he has also volunteered with several organizations such as the Broward Partnership for the Homeless, Jack and Jill Nursery, the Florida Bar Grievance Committee, March of Dimes, Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts, the Northwest Lauderhill Homeowners Association, and as a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. However, his proudest accomplishment is the support of his loving wife of 34 years, Teresa, and his two children, Jared and Randy. It is an honor for the fire department to present Earl with this fire helmet as a gratitude for everything you've done for the fire department and for the City of Lauderhill. Again, congratulations on your long and illustrious career, and enjoy your retirement.
So, I just want to say what a profound coincidence this is, because my very first involvement with the City of Lauderhill, I was appointed to the Firefighters Pension Board. And when I got appointed city attorney, I had to resign from that board. But in my house, I still have the plaque that I was given by the fire department in 1991. So thank you all.
We have a few other community projects we'd like to recognize. So when I mention their names, please stand up and we'll recognize them accordingly with a very astounding round of applause. Exactly like that. So when we say their names, do it exactly like that. Lieutenant Mason. Driver Engineer Garcia. Driver Engineer LaPera. Firefighter Tuthill. Firefighter Lawson. Firefighter Lewis Hayward. Firefighter Randall, and Fire Inspector Johnson. So now I'm going to tell you what they did after you clap for them. So Lieutenant Mason was head of this project. It was breast cancer awareness. The Lauderhill resident chosen to be honored was Shirley James, who unfortunately recently lost her battle with breast cancer. Jack Vandermeulen designed the fire department breast cancer awareness shirts. Fire department members that volunteered their time to help spread the awareness and sell shirts were those names that I listed at the beginning of it. So please, one more round of applause for them. Next, we have our Never Walk Alone half marathon. Never Walk Alone was born in 2015 after the tragic loss of City of Miami firefighter Danny Alvarez. What began with one firefighter alone now encompasses over 230 first responders from over 20 different agencies who participate in the Miami Half Marathon event, raising awareness for post-traumatic stress in first responders, dispatchers, military, and our healthcare workers. It's more than just walking. It's making sure that every step taken combats the stigma associated with PTSD in first responders. Our goal is to come together as a community and shine a light on mental health awareness. Fire department members involved were firefighter Nimmerin, firefighter Martelli, and firefighter De La Rosa. Next, we have our Thanksgiving Community Service Project. This was actually an email written by one of our lieutenants to the fire department, to everyone in the department, just to give a thanks, just so these people can just be recognized by their peers. And it was a great email. So I'm speaking in the first person, but it's not from me. I know I'm a little late, but I want to take this opportunity to recognize our fellow Lauderhill firefighters who went above and beyond the call of duty to help Lauderhill residents and families have an amazing Thanksgiving holiday. I know they would not want to be given any special attention or even recognized for the good that they have done, but I think it deserves to be not only acknowledged, but honored. These gentlemen act as heroes on and off duty for our residents. The goodwill they do in the community is admirable, from helping elderly residents to their most recent act of service, purchasing turkeys and food to give to over 100 needy families in the Lauderhill community. Firefighter EMT Naz Lewis Hayward. Firefighter paramedic Tavares Mitchell. Firefighter EMT Chris Jarrett. And firefighter EMT Michael Beck. And with the help of coworkers, they rented a U-Haul truck, gathered together and sacrificed their time on their off days to bring joy and food to our residents. So please, again, one more round of applause for all of them. And that email was written by Lieutenant Belfon. And at this time, we'd like you to enjoy a short year in review video created by our very own Assistant Fire Marshal, Matt Newman. And now, for what all of you came here to see. It's not me dancing. It's the 2022 awards. First category is going to be Exceptional Community Service, awarded to an individual or group who has demonstrated commitment to community service or who has brought acclaim to the Lauderhill Fire Department. Project Love, Chief Madzi. Are they coming up? I can only do it. Yeah, Project Love, just come up and get your stuff and go off the stage. Chief Levy.
Yeah, no. Chief Gonzalez.
Chief Gonzalez. Chief Hicks. Chief Gabner. Lieutenant Belfon. Lieutenant Gomez. Driver Engineer Puelo. Firefighter Tillis. Firefighter Mitchell. Firefighter Lawson. Firefighter Nemerin. Firefighter Beck. Firefighter Lewis Hayward. Firefighter Richards. And Firefighter Jarrett. Oh, you're welcome. And along with these certificates, they will be receiving the service medal. Pin. So while they're receiving their awards, and not to take from that, Project Love was a community initiative by nonprofits Only the Beginning and Game Changers. It was held on 3 separate Saturdays and it assisted elderly Lauderhill residents with home repairs, painting, and landscaping of their homes. These members that just received these awards volunteered their time and effort to help make this dream a reality. So please, one more time, round of applause. Our next category is Unit Commendation Awards. These are awarded to a group, team, company, or shift for combined exceptional achievement pursuant to the course and scope of employment. This is for hurricane relief crews, for their willingness to help in the time of need, for them being the first ones deployed to the West Coast and going into such a devastation after Hurricane Ian. They took time away from being with their families in the comfort of their own homes to go out into such a decimated area to help fellow Floridians in need of after such a terrible tragedy. The members that participated in the West Coast relief effort should be recognized for their efforts. It must have been hard having to witness all of the destruction and devastation firsthand and to be away from their families and comforts of home for an entire week. Lieutenant Silva. Lieutenant Velez. Lieutenant Bolger. Driver Engineer Castetter. Driver Engineer Berkowitz. Driver Engineer Mandel. Driver Engineer McCraney. Firefighter Nicholson. Firefighter Chatfield. Firefighter Rudd. And Firefighter Wells.
He gets paid by the hour.
Next, we have our Firefighter of the Year award. This is awarded to one firefighter in the department. The firefighter shall have maintained and exhibited a professional attitude, quality leadership skills, teamwork, a high level of motivation, and dedication to the profession of firefighting and emergency medical services. Firefighter Adam Mendelson. So despite being a fairly new employee, Adam shows a constant willingness to train and hone in on his current firefighter skills. He is always looking for the next training class to attend and is constantly motivating others to train and learn new firefighter skills, as well as bringing his own tools with him to work. So just so you know, so the things that I'm reading about them after they receive their award isn't anything that any of us put together. It's what you, the peers, have nominated them for. These are the reasons why they're nominated. So I felt it right to read the reasons why they're being nominated for these awards. Next, we have Paramedic of the Year. This is awarded to one paramedic in the department. The paramedic shall have maintained and exhibited a professional attitude, quality leadership skills, teamwork, a high level of motivation, and dedication to the profession of emergency medical services. And the award goes to firefighter Anthony O'Berry.
Can we revoke that? He can't follow directions.
Paramedic of the Year does not constitute knowing your left from your right, though. So a hard worker who goes above and beyond for his patients, for his calm on a high-stress call in 110 zone. Exceptionally hard worker who goes above and beyond to run as many calls as he can and always is the first one to step up when there's no other unit assigned to an alarm. He goes out of his way to give the best patient care possible and has such great compassionate bedside manner to every individual he tends to. He is constantly studying his protocols, and I always have a high level of confidence in him when he is on rescue with me or the fire station rescue I am commanding. Next, we have our Driver Engineer of the Year award. This is awarded to one driver engineer in the department. The driver shall have maintained and exhibited a professional attitude, quality leadership skills, teamwork, a high level of motivation, and dedication to the profession of emergency medical services, and has got to be a good cook. Definitely. And the recipient of this award is Driver Engineer Melissa Vega. So Melissa has been hands down one of the most competent and capable employees within our organization. Aside from this fact, she is a self-starter and possesses a high degree of internal motivation, which translates to external motivation for other employees as well. Beyond these few of many high-quality characteristics, Melissa has been a role model, a mentor, and a leader in the fire service. I can think of no other more well-deserving recipients of this prestigious award. Next, we have Officer of the Year Award. This is awarded to one officer in the department. The officer shall have maintained and exhibited a professional attitude, quality leadership skills, teamwork, a high level of motivation and dedication to the profession of emergency medical services, firefighting, and company officership. The recipient is Lieutenant Lou Silva. He is always motivated to do things. He never sits still and is always doing things in and around the station. Great officer and very fair, always willing to teach and train. Solid employee, great person to look up to, volunteered for multiple deployments, challenge coin for Schwabe, senior lieutenant. This is a really good one. Since there's no Officer of the Decade award, I will settle for Officer of the Year. I don't know who wrote these. Aside from being an exemplary employee and company officer, I've been part of many significant calls, including the explosion at the scrapyard. Beyond that, in 2021, this outstanding individual worked a total of 1,400 overtime hours, in addition to his regular scheduled shifts. Thanks, COVID. In 2022, he was deployed not once but twice to assist in the relief efforts due to the devastation left behind by Hurricane Ian, taking time away from his loved ones while sleeping on cots in military-style tents. The list goes on, but I digress. All I can say is that when you are the greatest, they don't call you the Officer of the Year, they call you Lieutenant Silva. Next, we have the Fire Chiefs Award. This is awarded to an individual who demonstrates exceptional leadership in their performance with the Lauderhill Fire Rescue. The firefighter must have maintained a leadership role with the peers, and the employee exhibits an exemplary employee and excels above and beyond the call of duty. And the award goes to firefighter Nazareth Lewis Hayward. So Naz has demonstrated exceptional community service over the course of this year. Naz constantly shows how much he cares for his community. He shows compassion on every call. He also has returned to houses off duty where he previously ran calls to help families in need of multiple times. He has participated in several events, including painting projects, laying of sod at an elderly citizen's home, and organizing a food drive for the underfed. Instead of hosting a probie dinner, Naz organized a food drive to help the less fortunate for Thanksgiving. Naz is always there to help, is level-headed, and is able to perform duties without ever being asked. He is making Lauderhill a better place one day at a time.
Just recognize them. Come on, let them walk across the stage.
One more hand for all the recipients, please. I got to tell you, real quick, it really warms my heart to see how many recipients have been coming up, and that they all, for the majority of them, happen to be part of my last training recruit class. You all really did take my advice to heart and did the opposite of everything I said. So tonight I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize all of our promotions over the past year. When your name is called, please come up to the stage to be recognized, unless you're already on the stage. Ryan Hicks, Division Chief. Gerardo Gonzalez, Assistant Fire Chief. Jeff Levy, Deputy Fire Chief. Roberto Torres, Fire Chief. Devich Nemarin, Paramedic. Ryan Gabner, Division Chief. Robert Reardon, Battalion Chief. Douglas Hill, Battalion Chief. Michael Petty, Captain. Weimar Wagner, Captain. Thank you for service. Thank you for service. Again, congratulations to all of you that were promoted this past year. And last but finally not least, Andres De La Rosa. I gotta tell you, the quietest kid when he first came in. He's really coming to his own. Next, we have our years of service. It's going to go quick, so just keep clapping, and when I'm going to call your name, you're going to come up and you're going to receive your award. For 5 years, firefighter Suriano, driver engineer LaPera, firefighter Federa, and firefighter Yulfo.
You gotta come out here and walk across and get it.
Driver engineer LaPera. Next, we have 10 years of service. Lieutenant Kebler, Lieutenant Kelly, and Lieutenant Simone. Next, we have 15 years of service. Lieutenant Busk, Lieutenant Gargano, driver engineer Marchese, firefighter Marrero, and firefighter Ramirez. Yeah. Next, we have 20 years of service. Lieutenant Jason Clark, Lieutenant Moniz, Inspector Johnson, and Inspector Lilly. Next, we have 25 years of service. Chief Ryan Hicks. At this time, I also like to recognize those retirees who departed from our department this year. Chief Ricardo Morley, Ronnie Rollison, Lieutenant Gay Schneeweiss, and Fire Chief Mark Saletti. Okay, at this time, we'd like to take the opportunity to recognize those new firefighters who have joined the Lauderhill Fire Department over the last few months. When new firefighters are hired, there is a swearing-in ceremony along with the opportunity for a loved one to pin their badge on their uniform. At this time, we'd like to recognize the following firefighters and have them join us on stage. And their loved one. We have Dave Pierre, Angela Castro, Matthew Romero, Jacqueline Shiner, Pablo Lugo, Jonathan Soriano Jimenez, Stephanie Morris, and Lee Martin. I would also like to introduce our training officer, Lieutenant Joseph Panzak, and Lieutenant Lexi Belfon.
We'll ask the family members that are going to come pin their badges to come on up and stand next to them, please. Come on up. Just go stand next to your recruit. At this time, the fire chief is going to swear these new firefighters into office of the fire department. Once everybody gets up here. Does everybody have a buddy? Does anyone need a pinch hitter?
Recruits, come to the middle.
Everybody raise your right hand.
Firefighters, raise your hand
Just the firefighters.
and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will uphold and support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Florida, and the laws and ordinance of the City of Lauderhill, that I will conduct myself in a professional and courteous manner, that I will provide professional and quality service to the citizens and visitors of the City of Lauderhill with dedication and pride, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as a firefighter to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Loved ones, go ahead and take the badges out of the cases and go ahead and pin them on your loved ones, please. No one's drawing blood, are they? Once you've pinned the badge, go ahead and look at the photographer for one final picture. Okay, thank you all. Please be seated. Go that way.
So as they're taking their seats, a few housekeeping items. The two kids who didn't get the toys, the animals. When you go out to the front lobby, take them. Take them off the centerpiece. Take the whole thing. So at this time, I'd like to see if Chaplain Calderon is here. Is he? No. At this time, I'd like to call firefighter James Richards up here for benediction.
Good evening, family, again. As a closing, let's pray. We want to honor and, I'm sorry, my apologies, y'all. We want to be thankful for all who has been awarded this evening. We want to please be best for the ones that are on service. When coming off service tomorrow morning, for our loved ones, for our families, for the ones that we serve and give it all, the ones that we sadly have to go and ring the final bell. I want everyone to have a great night. This coming year, please be safe. In all faith's name, amen.
Do we have a Travis Newton Jr. in the audience? If so, I'd like you to come up and read the firefighter's prayer. Does he have it? I like Travis Newton Sr. to come up as well.
Everybody please rise.
When I am called to duty, God, wherever flames may rage, give me strength to save a life, whatever be its age. Help me to embrace a little child before it's too late, or save an older person from the horror of the fate. Enable me to be alert and to hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to feel my calling and to give the best in me, to guard my neighbor and protect their property. And if according to your will, this is my final call, please bless with your protecting hand my family, one and all.
Good job. Travis. Picture, wait, you gotta get a picture, man. Come on.
So before I hand it over
To nobody. You.
to myself, just some closing remarks for this evening. You know, yeah, please. All right, thank you. Good night. No, I'm kidding. For years and years, I've sat out in the audience, like all of you, and watched my peers, my brothers, my sisters receive awards for their heroism, for their motivation, for their hard work, for their generosity, their empathy, and any other word like that you can think of. And it really is great to see. It's great to have them be able to share this with their family, their friends, their children, their grandchildren. And, you know, I thought, I wonder what it's like to get up on stage and receive an award. So the next best thing would be to just host, so I can get on stage and see what it's like to be up here. So next year, I'll either be receiving the award for Worst MC, or I'll be in the audience with all of you enjoying this as well. I appreciate all of you for coming out. I'd like to thank our elected officials, our dignitaries, all of our administrative staff, everyone who put this together, and all of you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have this night. So give your loved ones a big hug and a kiss. They do a lot, and they go through a lot on a daily basis. Every 3 days. I'm not saying they go through a bad time with any of you. Every 3 days. And everyone who received an award tonight is more deserving of that. There's no awards that we can give everybody for what they do, but at least we can do something to show our appreciation, our gratitude. So again, thank you all for coming tonight, and have a safe and happy holiday. Thank you.
BJ said if they played the music one more time, he'd dance for you. There's desserts out in the lobby for everybody. Please enjoy.